Welcome to You're in Good Hands, the podcast where we dive into everything urology, leading-edge treatments, education on a variety of topics, and expert insights to keep you informed and healthy. Brought to you by the Advanced Urology Institute of Georgia, where innovation meets compassionate care. Because when it comes to your health, you're always in good hands. As always, the information discussed today is purely informative and does not constitute medical advice. Hey everyone, welcome back. We tackle a lot of topics on these deep dives, but today's might be a little bit awkward.
Awkward, maybe. Important, definitely.
Exactly. We're going to be talking about men's health, specifically prostate health.
Always a good topic.
Absolutely. What's fascinating is that we're looking at some material today from the Advanced Urology Institute of Georgia. And, let's just say they bring up something pretty interesting.
Oh, do tell.
It's about how often men ejaculate and what that could mean for their risk of prostate cancer.
Yes, that is definitely something that gets people's attention. Well, should we dive into it?
Let's do it. Lay it on us. What's the connection?
Well, first, I think it's important to remember that prostate cancer is unfortunately very common.
Right. And age is a big factor, right?
Absolutely. The older you get, the higher your risk. Family history matters too. But what's really interesting is that there might be things men can do to lower their risk, things they can control.
Lifestyle stuff.
Exactly. And that's where this whole ejaculation thing comes in.
Okay, so the Advanced Urology Institute of Georgia, they pointed to some research, right?
Yeah, they did. There was a study, a pretty big one actually, published in European Urology back in, I think it was 2016. They followed a whole bunch of guys for years, tracking all sorts of things.
And what'd they find?
Well, what really stood out was that the men who ejaculated 21 or more times a month
21. Whoa, okay, go on.
had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer, like 22% lower than guys who, didn't do it as often.
Hold on. So you're telling me that doing that more often could actually be good for you?
Potentially, yes. It's not a foolproof guarantee or anything, but the numbers are pretty compelling.
Wow, I bet a lot of guys are going to be riding home to tell their partners about this study.
Huh. I wouldn't be surprised. But hey, if it gets people talking about prostate health, I'm all for it.
Fair enough. But okay, why? Why would there even be a connection there? Seems a little out there.
It might seem strange at first, but there are some theories. One idea is that, frequent ejaculation might help clear out the prostate. Sort of like flushing the pipe, if you will.
Flushing a pipe. Okay. So getting rid of stuff that could, build up and cause problems?
Precisely. Stuff that could potentially be harmful and contribute to cancer developing.
Okay, interesting. So it's not just about, there's more to prostate health than that, right?
Oh, absolutely. This is just one piece of the puzzle. The Advanced Urology Institute of Georgia was very clear about that. They're big on a, holistic approach. So we're talking healthy diet.
Makes sense.
Regular exercise, all that good stuff.
All the things we should be doing anyway.
Exactly. But on top of all that, seeing a doctor regularly is super important.
Especially a urologist, I'm guessing.
Yeah, a urologist, they're the experts when it comes to, everything down there. The Advanced Urology Institute of Georgia, actually, they'd be a great place to start if you're looking for one. They really know their stuff.
Good to know. So what happens when you go for a checkup?
Well, they'll usually do a physical exam, of course, but also probably a PSA test. That stands for prostate-specific antigen.
PSA, I've heard of that. What is that, a blood test?
Right. It measures levels of this protein that your prostate makes. And if those levels are high, that can sometimes mean there's cancer. It's a really important tool for catching things early.
Catching it early, that's got to be key, right?
It is. When prostate cancer is found early, there are a lot more treatment options. And the earlier it's caught, the better the chances of successful treatment.
So what kind of treatments are we talking about here? I mean, it depends on the stage of the cancer, right?
Exactly. There's something called active surveillance, which is basically just monitoring the cancer closely to see how it's behaving. That might be an option for slow-growing cancers that aren't causing any immediate problems, but for more aggressive cancers, there's surgery, radiation therapy, and medications. There are a lot of different approaches, and your doctor will help you figure out the best one for your situation.
Sounds like it really is all about being proactive. Healthy habits, regular checkups, knowing what to look out for.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And who knows, maybe those extra sessions could help too.
Hey, every little bit helps, right?
Exactly. It's really amazing how much power we have over our own health. Even small changes can make a big difference.
This has been a really eye-opening deep dive, that's for sure. We've learned about the potential limit between ejaculation frequency and prostate cancer risk, the importance of a holistic approach to prostate health, and just how crucial early detection can be. It really all comes down to taking charge of our own health. So here's something to think about as we wrap up. If something like how often we, can have an impact on our health, what other everyday habits might we be overlooking? What else could we be doing to stay healthy and feel our best? It's something to ponder, for sure. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive on prostate health, everyone. If you happen to be in Georgia, you can always check out Advanced Urology Institute of Georgia. They've got 10 convenient locations throughout Metro Atlanta. You can make an appointment by calling 678-344-8900 or go online to www.advancedurology.com.
Great advice.